Hello students, welcome you all in the lecture series of strength of material. In the last lecture, we have discussed two cases of simply supported beam subjected to point load and uniformly distributed load. Today, we are going to discuss some more cases for simply supported beam and for cantilever beam. Okay. So, one case is simply supported beam, subjected to a uniformly simply supported beam subjected to uniformly varying load. Okay. Uniformly varying load means the load is varying with a uniform rate. Simply supported beam is subjected to uniformly varying load. Okay. Now, if we are going to draw the free body diagram, then after removing the simple support, we will have two vertical reactions. Okay. From here we can understand that this is simple support and the variation is uniform. Uniform variation load, uniformly varying load is represented by this method. Okay. So, from here we can understand that this is uniformly varying load. Okay. And this uniformly varying load is designated by its maximum value. Okay. So, this maximum value is W Newton per meter. Okay. This is, let us say, support A, this is support B, it will provide one reaction R A, it will provide one reaction R B, L is the total length of the beam. Okay. So, if we have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for this case, then first one we will calculate the support reaction R A and R B. Without R A, R B we cannot draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. Okay. So, this part we will left for shear force and bending moment. Here we will calculate support reactions. Okay. Support reaction, we have three equations: summation of f x equal to 0, f y equal to 0 and moment about any point equal to 0. So, from here we can say that R A plus R B equal to the total vertical load. Okay. Total vertical downward load is the area of this triangle, and area of this triangle is 1 upon 2 base into height. Height is L, base height is W and length is L. 1 upon 2 base into height. Okay. The second reaction, the second equation will be, this is the first equation, second equation will be moment about any point. So, we are taking moment about B. R A will produce a clockwise couple which is equal to R A into L. Okay. And this load will produce anti-clockwise couple which we will equate minus. Now, load due to this uniformly varying load is the area of this triangle, total load, and this total load we can assume that the load is acting at its center of gravity. Okay. We can assume that this total load is acting at the center of gravity, and the location of center of gravity is from the larger end 1 by 3 of the base, and for smaller end from smaller end 2 by 3 of the base. So, the distance will be L by 3, 1 by 3 of base from larger end and 2 by 3 of base from the smaller end. Okay. So, this will be total load is 1 upon 2 base into height total load, and which is acting L by 3 from B, and it will produce load into perpendicular distance clockwise anti-clockwise moment. Perpendicular distance is L by 3 equal to 0. So, this is equation 2. With the help of these two equation, we will calculate R A and R B. So, R A will be equal to from here we can say that R A is equal to W L by 6 and R B is equal to from equation 1 and 2, R B will be equal to W L by 2 minus W L by 6. So, this will be W L by 3. So, R A is coming W L by 6 and R B is coming W L by 3. Now we will draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for the cases simply supported beam subjected to a uniformly varying load. Okay. So we have drawn a line for center for shear force diagram. Okay. Now we will choose a section. Okay. Section, let us say we have taken this one. Okay. And the location of section is x from A, and this is x section. Okay. Now the shear force will be shear force at this section, algebraic sum of total vertical loads. One is RA, RA is acting in the upward direction, so this will be positive, and load or force due to this area, and this area we will calculate by the similarity of triangle. Okay. These two triangles, this large triangle and this small triangle are similar in nature. So we can write that W, let us say this one is W dash. So W by W dash, W by W dash will be equal to W, corresponding W we have length L, and corresponding this W dash we have length x. Okay. So W dash will be equal to W x by L. Okay. So W dash we have calculated the maximum height of this segment which we have taken at a distance of x. Okay. So now we can say that shear force at distance x, shear force at distance x will be equal to RA minus area of this triangle. We have to take the total vertical force. Okay. Then one vertical force is RA and second vertical force is the area of this triangle. Okay. So area of this triangle is 1 upon 2 base, now base is x, and height is W dash, and W dash is W into x by L. So from here we can write RA is W L by 6 minus W x square by 2 L. This is shear force at a distance of x. Okay. When x equals to 0, shear force is W L by 6, and when x equals to L, when x equals to 0, then shear force is W L by 6. When x equals to L, shear force is we have to calculate shear force at each and every moment, each and every point. Okay. So we are calculating, first we are calculating 2 point, x equals to 0 here and x equals to L here. X equals to L, put x equals to L, W L by 6 minus W L square by 2L, then LL cancel out, WL by 2. So this value is minus WL by 3. So shear force is positive. Okay. Shear force is positive. We have taken sign convention that this nature is positive and this nature is positive. Okay. So this we have already discussed. So this value will be equal to, shear force is positive, here we have WL by 6, here we have WL by 3. Okay. Now the shear force is positive at point A and negative at point B. So there will be 1 0 value. Okay. At particular location of value of x, we will have 0 shear force. Okay. So the 0 shear force will be by putting equation number 3 equal to 0. Equation number 3, or we can say this is also equation number 3. By putting equation number 3 equal to 0, we can calculate the value of x for which shear force is 0. So the shear force is 0 from equation 3, 0 equal to WL by 6 minus WX square by 2L. So the x will be equal to, x is L by root 3. L by root 3 means we can say that at a distance, particular distance L by root 3, we will have 0 value of shear force. Okay. The nature is shear force is x square, means parabolic in nature. So we can say that this will be the shear force diagram. Okay. Here we are having positive value, here we are having negative value. This value is WL by 3 and this is WL by 6. Okay. So this is the shear force. Okay. Clear? Now the shear force, after calculating the shear force, we have to calculate the bending moment. Okay. For bending moment, we required force into perpendicular distance. Force means at particular section x. Force R A into x, we have to calculate moment about this section. Okay. R A into x minus area of this triangle is W. This area of this triangle is W x square by 2L, and it will act its center of gravity. Let us say center of gravity is this one. From here we will have distance x by 3, x by 3. So the bending moment equation, bending moment at section x is equal to R A into x minus total load is W x square by 2L, and perpendicular distance is x by 3. R A is W L by 6 into this x minus W x cube divided by 6 L, W x cube divided by 6 L. Okay. So this is the bending moment equation for particular section x, and x we can vary. So the equation will vary from x equals to 0 to x equals to L. Whenever the shear force is 0, we are having maximum bending moment. So the maximum bending moment we will achieve by putting x equals to L by 3. Okay. Now at x equals to 0, bending moment is x equals to 0, bending moment is 0. When at x equals to L, bending moment is x equals to L, means W L square by 6 minus W L cube by L, means L square by 6. This will also equal to 0, means the bending moment at x equals to 0 is 0, bending moment at x equals to 0 is 0, and at x equals to L is also 0, and is having maximum value when x equals to L by 3. Now we can calculate at x equals to L by 3 what is the maximum value. So the bending moment equation is equal to, now put x equals to L by 3, W L square by 6 root 3 minus W L square by 6, and here we will have 1 by 3 whole cube. Okay. So 1 by 3 whole cube is 3 root 3. From here we can write W L square by 6 root 3 common, and inside we will have 1 minus 1 by 3. 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3, then 2 by 3 W L square divided by 6 root 3. This one 3, then W L square by 9 root 3. This is the value of maximum bending moment. Okay. And the nature. Now we have this nature is whenever the shear force is parabolic in nature, this is parabolic. Whenever the shear force is parabolic in nature, okay, then bending moment will be one order higher, and higher order means the cubic nature. Okay. So from here also we can say that the bending moment, this is equation number 4, let us say. Equation number 4 we can say we are having x cube, cubic nature. Okay. And the maximum value is W. So we can say that this is like a cubic nature. Okay. So this is like a cubic nature, and the maximum value is W L square divided by 9 root 3. Okay. So this question was just asked few months back, State Engineering Services examination, in which they have asked find out the value of the maximum bending moment. Okay. Location of maximum bending moment is L by 3, and the value of maximum bending moment. Okay. So just 2-3 months back it was asked in State Engineering Services, okay, for assistant engineer. Okay. So this case, now similarly we can solve any case now. Let us say one more case we are discussing, that the simply supported beam subjected to point moment, or we can say moment at its midpoint. Okay, mid point. Now we are having simply supported beam subjected to a moment at its midpoint. Okay, simply supported beam, we have removed the supports, and these two reactions will be there, and this is subjected to a we can say this is subjected to a point moment. Okay, let us say m is the point moment which is acting at point C, and the nature is anti-clockwise. Okay, this is R A, this will be R B, point A, point B, and point C. Okay, at its midpoint means the total length of the beam is L, and this will be L by 2. Now we have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for this problem. Okay, what we will do? First thing we have to calculate the support reaction. Support reaction we are calculating R A plus R B, and there is no vertical load. Okay, summation of Fy 0, we are taking summation of Fy 0. So, if Fy 0 means there is no vertical downward load equal to 0. Okay. Now, moment about point B, then R A into L. Okay, moment about point B, this one is clockwise. This moment m we will count, and the effect about point B is anti-clockwise. Okay. So, minus m, why we are taking minus? Because this is anti-clockwise, equal to 0, means R A is equal to m by L, and R B is equal to minus m by L. So, we have calculated the support reactions. Okay. This is m by L, this is minus m by L. Now, we will draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. While calculating the shear force, we do not have to take care the bending moment. We are not going to take. Only when we will draw the bending moment diagram, then we will count the moment. Okay. Now, here shear force at distance x. Okay. This, let us say this is the section we have taken. At distance x we have R A value. R A in upward direction we will take positive. Here again we are moving up to point B, then only we are having a single value of shear force, which is equal to m by L, and this is positive in nature. Okay. M by L, we are having this one value again constant. Okay. So, we can say that we have single value means we will have single shear force, and that remains constant throughout the section. Now, bending moment we are calculating bending moment. Now, bending moment for section AC, because for CB we are having bending moment including m. Up to point C we have single value up to point C. Okay, m bending moment at distance x. Now, our portion is, we are calculating for portion AC. For AC we are having bending moment R A into x. R A value is m by L into x. When x equals to 0, we are having the 0 value. When x equals to 0, we are having the 0 value. Okay. Whenever, okay, up to this one. Now, this is varying linearly. When x equals to L by 2, when x equals to 0, it is 0. X equals to L by 2, we will have bending moment equal to m by 2. Put x equals to L by 2 here, we will have m by 2, and the variation is linear. So, we will have a positive bending moment. Positive, why positive? Because this R A will produce sagging nature. Okay. This part already we have discussed. If we have this kind of situation, load is acting, then this sagging nature we will take positive, and this hogging nature we will take negative. So, this nature we will take positive, this is negative. No. Now, at point C suddenly we are having a bending moment. Okay. Up to point C, this one, here we will have m by 2 value. Suddenly we are having a bending moment of anti-clockwise. This is clockwise, this was clockwise, now anti-clockwise. Then we will have sharp drop in bending moment diagram. Okay. And this drop will be up to minus m by 2. This is 0 line, and this was m by 2 at point C. What will happen at point C? At see what will happen, bending moment m by 2 minus m. So, net value we will have minus m by 2. Finally, we have reached this one. Now, connect this point to the end point. Okay. End point, here you have positive value, here we are having negative value. Okay. So, this is the bending moment diagram for condition is simply supported beam subjected to a moment at its midpoint. Okay. So, these are all cases for simply supported beam. Okay. You can practice, now you have to practice all the questions, all the combination of these loads. Okay. Now, we are coming to the cantilever beam. Okay. Now, in cantilever beam, what is cantilever beam? Cantilever beam is the beam whose one end is fixed and other end is free. That beam is known as the cantilever beam. Okay. Now, we are taking cases of cantilever beam. Now, we are taking cases of cantilever beam. Okay. What is cantilever beam? Cantilever beam is the beam whose one end is fixed and other end is free. This is a kind of cantilever beam. Now, we can have the point load anywhere, okay, anywhere along the length. We can have uniformly distributed load, we can have uniformly varying load. So, all the cases we will solve. Okay. First case, we are taking cantilever beam subjected to a point load at its end point. Okay. Now, cantilever beam subjected to point load at its end point, okay, at its free end, we can say at its free end. So, this is case. Now, we are calculating the shear force and bending moment diagram. Okay. Now, in case of simple supported beam, we have started our problem, solving our problem from the left hand side. Okay. First, we have calculated the reaction, then we have started solving. Okay. Now, in cantilever beam, we will start from the right hand side. Okay. Why not at the left hand side? Because at the left hand side we have to calculate the reactions, but while solving from the right hand side we do not require to solve for the reactions. Okay. We can directly solve our problem. Okay. Now, and one thing, the sign convention already we have discussed. Okay. If we have taken this section, then these two forces we will take positive. Okay. Section on the left hand side of the section, upward force we will take positive and downward force at the right hand side we will take positive. Opposite to this one we will take negative, and this kind of nature for bending moment means this is hogging nature. Okay. This nature we will take negative. So, we have to take care these sign convention. Now, shear force, these are the very simple cases. Shear force. Now, this one, if we have taken section at a distance x, we have taken a section at distance x from the free end, then on the right hand side downward force we will take positive, means this W will be positive, this W will be positive, the W Newton, this will be positive and this will be positive, and if we are varying the section the W remains same. Okay. So, we can say it will produce a positive shear force diagram. Okay. Each and every point we will have positive shear force. Why it is positive? Because the load is acting at the load is acting downward, and section we have taken, and this section right hand side of the section downward force we have taken positive. Now, the bending nature is, this is the shear force diagram, bending nature is hogging. Okay. It will produce a hogging nature. So, the bending moment will be negative. So, the curve will, this is 0 line, curve will come downward. Okay. Downward, then bending moment, we do not require to calculate reactions in case of simple supported beam. Then W will be, this will be W into x, when x equals to 0, it is 0, when x equals to L, this is W into L, variation is linear. Okay. So, the bending moment will be like this, negative, x equals to 0, 0, x equals to, this is W into L, at x equals to L this will be W into L, and this is negative. Okay. So, this is the shear force diagram, and this is the bending moment diagram for a cantilever beam subjected to a point load at its free end. Okay. Now we can take one more case, the simply supported beam subjected to a uniformly distributed load. Okay. Whenever we are having constant value of shear force, then bending moment will be linear, one higher order. If shear force is linear, then bending moment is parabolic. If shear force is parabolic, then bending moment will be cubic, one order higher. Bending moment is one order higher than the shear force. Okay. Now we are having one more case, cantilever beam subjected to uniformly distributed load, Now we are having a cantilever beam which is subjected to uniformly distributed load. This load is known as the uniformly distributed load. Okay. And the loading is given W Newton per meter, total length is given L. Now we have to calculate the shear force and bending moment diagram for this problem. Now what will happen? We don't require to calculate the support reaction, then shear force at a distance x, we have taken a section x from the free end, then this will be equal to the area load. Okay, we are calculating load at the right hand side. The total load is W into x, and the total load is acting downward direction. Okay, so the load will be positive, the shear force will be positive, and when x equals to 0, the shear force will be 0. When x equals to L, the shear force is W into L. Okay. So the positive nature and variation is linear, so the shear force will be like that. Shear force diagram will be like that. Okay. Now the bending moment equation will be equal to W into x is the total load, and this load we can assume will act its center of gravity, and center of gravity is half distance. So the distance will be x by 2. Means W x square by 2. Okay. Now we can, from here we can say shear force is linear, then bending moment is parabolic. Okay. And this will produce, downward force will produce hogging nature, and hogging nature is negative. Okay. So the bending moment is W x square by 2. When x equals to 0, bending moment is 0. When x equals to L, bending moment is W L square by 2. Okay. The nature will be negative. Why negative? Because it is producing hogging nature, and this is variation is parabolic. This value is W L square by 2. Here we are having W into L, this shear S F D, and this one is B M D. Okay. Shear force and bending moment diagram. This is linear and this is parabolic. Okay. So these are the different cases. Okay. You can solve combination of these variations. Okay. So from here we can calculate any values. Okay. So try to solve different problems from the book, and if you have any doubt, then we can clear all the doubts. Okay. So this is it for shear force and bending moment diagram. If you have, I will upload the different question series to solve for you. Okay. So this is it for today. Thank you.